Class 6 Social Science, subject Civics, Social and Political Life. First, chapter number 1, Understanding Diversity. Now, today we are on chapter number 1, page number 9. Now, second paragraph. Let us try to understand what we mean. We say that historical and geographical factors influence the diversity of religion. Now, you have know about the diversity of a region. Now, we are going to discuss about the historical and geographical factors that influence the diversity of a religion. How the historical and geographical factors influence the diversity. We can do this by reading the life in two different parts of the country, Kerala and the Ladakh. Now we are going to know about the diversity of a region due to the historical and geographical factors. The parts of the country are Kerala and Ladakh. Now, first look at the map of India in Atlas, in which the different geographical locations of these two regions would influence the following. First is the food habit. The food people eat means the food habit of that particular region. Second, the clothes they wear. Now about the clothes they wear. And the third, the work they done means their occupation. Okay, all these three factors influence the diversity in India. Now we are going to discuss about the Ladakh. As you know that there are two types of desert, hot desert and cold desert. Now Ladakh is also a desert. It is a cold desert because the area or the region of the Ladakh is always covered with snow, and due to the snow there is no possibilities, or there is a very less possibilities of agriculture or the greenery in that particular region of India, means the Ladakh. Ladakh is a desert in the mountains in the eastern part of the Jammu and Kashmir, means Ladakh is situated in the parts of Jammu and Kashmir, and here there is a very little possibility of agriculture, since this region does not receive any rain. And why very less possibility of agriculture? Because of very less rainfall and always covered with snow, or means the large part of the Ladakh is always covered with snow and there is very less rainfall. Because of these two factors, Ladakh is known as cold desert. There are very few trees that grow in the region. For drinking water, people depend on the melting snow during the summer months. And the first need of human beings or living beings is water. And for the drinking purpose, water, people depend on the melting of snow. When the snow melts, the people have the water to drink. And the snow melts only during the summer months in the Ladakh region. People keep the sheep and goats, means they rear the sheep and goat because they produce pashmina wool from the sheep and goats. They got the pashmina wool, most valuable wool, type of wool they got, and this wool priced pashmina shawl cost a lot of money, as the pashmina wool is very very special type of wool. That's why it cost very high. The people in Ladakh carefully collect the wool of the goat and sell this to traders from Kashmir, and they got the money by selling the wool that they got from the goats pashmina wool, and they selling this to the traders of the Kashmir. And pashmina shawls are chiefly woven in the Kashmir, and this famous pashmina shawls are woven in Kashmir. And the people eat meat and milk product like cheese, butter. These are the eating habits: milk, cheese, butter and meat. Each family owns some goats, cows and those yak cows. Being a desert did not mean that Ladakh did not attract its share of traders. Means as being Ladakh is a cold desert, it doesn't mean that it did not attract the tourists or the foreigners. Ladakh also attracts the tourists or the foreigners because of their natural beauty. It was considered a good trade route as it made many passes. Because it had many passes, it is a good trade route which caravans traveled to what is today called Tibet. Now the passes through which Karwa traveled in the early days. Now this passage or the pass is known as Tibet. These Karwa carried textiles and spices, raw silk and carpets, and these Karwas carried the textiles, Indian famous textiles, spices like the cloves, cardamom, and the raw silk and the carpets from India to the other countries of the world. Now about Buddhism reached, means about the religion. In Ladakh, most of the people believe in Buddhism. They reach to the Buddhism while Ladakh or the Buddhism reached to the Tibet, means the regions of the Tibet by Ladakh. Ladakh peoples also called as Little Tibet. Islam was introduced in this region more than 400 years ago. And there is a significant Muslim population here. Now they have the significant Muslim population also, Ladakh region, and mostly they followed the Buddhism. Ladakh has a very rich old tradition of songs and poems. Means they have the old tradition of songs and poems to praise the God. Local versions of Tibetan national epic, the Kesar Saga, as we have the epic Ramayana and the Mahabharata or Bhagavad Gita, same like that, Tibetan national epic is the Kesar Saga, are performed and sung by both Muslims and Buddhists. And here we see that Muslims and the Buddhism together performed the Kesar Saga, as they have their Kesar Saga as their national epic, the Tibetan people's national epic, the Kesar Saga. Now we are discussing about the Kerala. As you have know about the Ladakh. Ladakh is a cold desert. The main occupation of the people of Ladakh is the rearing the sheep and goats to get the pashmina wool. Okay, and the food eating habits like meat, they eat meat, they drink milk, cheese and butter. And about religion, Buddhism is the main religion of the people of Ladakh, but from more than 400 years ago, Muslim population was also here. So the population of Ladakh mainly have the Buddhism and the Muslim religion. Kesar Saga is the Tibetan national epic, and this epic is performed by both Muslims and Buddhists. Now discuss about the Kerala. Kerala is a state present in the southern part of India or southern corner of India, in the southern west side of India. It is surrounded by the sea on one side and hills on the other side. Means it is surrounded by the Arabian Sea on one side and the hills in the another side, means inner side. A number of spices, and Kerala is famous for its spices from very early days. Now the number of spices like pepper, cloves and cardamoms are grown in the hills of the Kerala. It is spices that made this region an attractive place for traders. Jewish and Arab traders were the first to come here. Jewish and the Arab traders were the first to come to the Kerala for their spices. The Apostle of Christ, Saint Thomas, is believed to have come there nearly 2000 years ago, Saint Thomas believed to come to the Kerala, and he is credited with the beginning Christianity to India. And in India, Christianity was started by the Saint Thomas in India. And credit this to begin the Christianity in India, is credit goes to the Mr. Saint Thomas. Now many Arab traders also came, settled down here. Ibn Battuta was a famous Arab traveler who traveled a little than 700 years ago. Wrote a travelogue in which he described the lives of Muslims and says that they were highly respected community. The Portuguese discovered the sea route to India from Europe, and from Europe to India, Portuguese discovered the sea route. By the sea, Europeans were able to reach India, and when Vasco da Gama landed with this ship here, and Vasco da Gama, as you know that Vasco da Gama was the person who discovered the way or the route, a sea route to India. Because of all these various historical influences, people in Kerala practice different religion, and we are able to see the practice of different type of religions in Kerala, like the Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Hinduism and Buddhism. Here we are also able to see the fishing as a main occupation of the people of Kerala. Fishing nets were used here look exactly like the Chinese fishing nets, and the fishing nets of the Kerala are called as China Wala. The name is China Wala, and the China Chatti, and two names. And when the utensils used for frying fish is called China Chatti, means the utensil in which the fish is fried by the people of the Kerala. This special utensil is known as China Chatti, and it is believed that the word Chin could have come from China. This word has come from China because it similars or resembles to the word China. The fertile land and climate are suited to grow rice, and the climate and also the fertile land of the Kerala is suited for growing rice, and majority of people here eat rice, fish and vegetables, and their food eating habits is rice, fish and vegetables.